So that's going there. Now let's see if this is going here. I'm hoping that we're going to be getting a little bit of live stream action from the pub. Hello everyone. Now, I don't know who is out there, but I hope somebody is, because it's 9 o'clock and it's a very exciting day for me because my single is out. And we got it working on Instagram. I'm so excited. That is brilliant. So we are go. Welcome to my local pub. This is the Blue Moon in Cambridge. And this is a very, very special place for me because it's where I filmed my video. In fact, when it goes live, you'll see that I was sitting just over there in the corner by the blackboards where there's often a wonderful selection of beers. It's just such a fantastic place, this. And I'm very excited that you're able to be here with me through the magic of technology. I'm just going to get the chat window up. Chat. This is extraordinary. I just love the fact that I'm able to just come and be with you here. So I'd really love to hear some news, and I'm here to answer any questions, and I'm hoping you can hear me okay. Do let me know if it's a bit noisy and I'll lean in a bit, but I'm hoping that it'll be all right. So this is where me and Mick come. There's wonderful local beers that are on tap on the board a lot of the time. My favourite is called Juice Rocket, and it's by a local brewery called Three Blind Mice. And somebody told me once, I don't know if this is true, that it's a brewery that's completely run by women. If it is, I would really like to find out more about it. I should really just Google it, but I haven't got around to it. I just enjoy drinking the beer too much, and then we get sidetracked and talk about other things instead. There's lots of lovely beer here, and I really just love it. So I'm going to see if I can see some chat at some point. I just need restream, chat, and I'd love any questions that you have. Any questions about the album, or about beer, or about anything that you may have. I can't get to the chat window. Why can't I get to the chat window? Oh, come on. I had it up here before. Don't know where it's gone. See if I can find the chat stuff. I might ask JT if he can help me find the chat. It's very odd that I can't see. It's usually I do a new window and I go restream chat, and I get this lovely window that's like an aggregator, but it's not working at the moment. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. I've got it. I was hitting the wrong button, obviously, because I have a numpty. I'm actually, in honour of you guys, I'm drinking Big Drop, which is a non-alcoholic beer, just so that I can keep my wits about me tonight. Anyway, if you're out there, send me a little message. I would love to hear from you. But the main reason I'm here is because I've got a video that's going to premiere in a couple of minutes' time, or it's going to come out at 9:15. And I'm so excited to show it to you. It's the first song that I've released that's mine, that I've written for 10 years. I can't quite believe it. It's been that long since I released any new music. I got a little bit sidetracked with 2 children and a master's and a PhD, but I was always writing songs all the time. I just didn't quite have the energy to bring them to you at the same time. But I seem to have found my mojo again, and I'm able to bring them to you, release them, but also do some touring. And it's been the first time in a long time that I've been able to do that. Right, JT's telling me, Win, you're there, hello. Hi Polly, Instapod, lucky you. Tell us about the single and France. Okay, Win. So, the single is called Back of Your Hand, and it's a kind of composite of a few nights when I first met Mick, really. Back in 1998, we used to drink in a pub called the 126, which was very like this place, in that the people that drink in here are very friendly, and there's a great crowd, very diverse crowd, which is always where I feel happiest. And it was just this wonderful place. It was a bit like Cheers. Do you remember that American sitcom Cheers? But you'd walk into the bar and everyone would go, yay! 126 was like that. We used to drink there, and in fact I saw a very old friend last night from back in those days, and we were just marvelling at the place and how how special it was. It was just an amazing collection of 20-something and 30-something people in London at a certain time. It was like it was turn of the millennium, and it just felt so hopeful and so. There was such a positive vibe in London at that time. It was before the big crash of 2007, like the big financial crash, and things just felt invincible. I don't know, there was something in the air that made everybody feel kind of magical. It wasn't the money, we were all broke, we were all struggling artists in our garrets, but it was an amazing time, and yeah, I was playing very hard and working very hard and playing very hard. And that song is really a reflection of that. So I've had a little gang in Italy who've been doing an Italian subtitle translation, and I haven't had a chance to get them up, but I'm going to do it tonight. I'll get them onto the subtitle captions for the YouTube release, so that Italian fans can follow the story of that night. And it was very messy. Like we were just partying hard all the time. And it was fun to remember it again in this song. I wrote the song maybe 10 years later, so it sort of came dredging up from some dark memory. There's a line about sticky dark paws. It's like trailing around looking for I don't know, memories sometimes bubble up like that, like they're coming up from the bottom of the pond. So yeah, so that's the video and that's the song. And Annie Dresler is playing guitar on it, which is lovely, my great friend. Actually, when we did a tour together, she sang lovely harmonies on it. And I've recorded a different version of it with her, which will be on the alternative album Pitch. So there are two versions of it floating around, which is really nice. And then France. France was amazing. So I was in France last week. I went to an Angela Carter academic conference, and they let me play a concert of all the Angela Carter folk stuff, and then I gave a paper as well, and I got to eat loads of cheese, and I got to see Angers, which is a very beautiful town, with very old bits. They look very medieval. I think my dad might have enjoyed, he probably knew it well, knowing him. He probably knew all about the tapestries. He would have been able to bore me about it if he was still here. People were gorgeous, and I just loved being in Europe, and it was the first time that I'd got on a plane post-COVID, and the first time that I'd been back in Europe since COVID and since Brexit, and I just found myself apologising and feeling embarrassed most of the time, but everyone seemed to be remarkably kind, which was really surprising actually. I mean, I'm sure they all think we're idiots, and rightly so. Sorry, I shouldn't get political here. But yes, it was really nice to be in Europe, and it was tempting to slip into a European life. That would be just wonderful. When you're in Italy, aren't you? Are you out there at the moment? I wonder. I think you probably are. Maybe. I don't know where you are at the moment. I hope you're having a lovely time. And blow a kiss from me. So let me just see if there's other bods out there sending a note. Hello. Hi, baby. Oh, there's Mick. Hello. Thank you for checking in. When's the book out? The book is out in... Thank you, Wyn. You're holding the fort there. And there's Brendan. Hello. Wyn, the book is out, I think, in December. That's the plan at the moment, anyway. Maybe January, because the front matter says actually copyright 2023. So I wonder if their plan is to put it out in January instead. But it's on its way. I'm doing the index this week. I've done all the proofing, so wow, can't quite believe that's happening. It's kind of crazy. Sorry, it's a very noisy pub, it's wonderful. And Brendan, what did you ask? Let me have a little look. What's your favourite alcohol-free drinks? And it's great to find people are kind. Yeah, it is great to find people are kind. Always grateful for that. Try to be one of them, and when it's the reverse angle, if you know what I mean. Don't always succeed, but try. So tonight I'm sporting a big drop pine trail. OBS is slightly behind, so I'm not quite sure if where that's gonna be in the camera shot. I really like this one. This is actually one of my favourites. At home we have Beck's Blue, because I can't get hold of this one so easily, which I quite like. there's a really good one here that they actually brew, which is a 1%er. But they didn't have any on tap tonight, so I've got something out of a tin. But I really like it. Scratches the itch, as they say, having a little non-alcoholic beer. I think I get the same psychological effects, like that, relaxing and feeling convivial without, the bad effects of the next day. I must say I had 2.5 pints last night of real stuff, and I to feel it. I started to feel it in my old age, but once in a while, a little bit of what you fancy does you good, as my mum sometimes says. How are we doing for time? I want to make sure that I leave you time to be able to get onto the video itself. Brendan, cool. I enjoy Guinness. I've never tried the Guinness. I wonder what it's like. The the zero alcohol Guinness. Have you tried it? No, I've tried Guinness. Guinness was when I was 14 and a very naughty girl, and I used to go to the pub underage and order drinks. Guinness was my pint of choice. I used to have a prawn torpedo and a Guinness. I cannot believe that. I'm not going to tell you which pub it was, but they used to serve all of us convent girls. It was very, it was the bad old days, eh? It was. How old would I have been? It must have been 1990, 91. Cigarettes and Guinness and a prawn torpedo. For those of you that don't know what a prawn torpedo is, it's an enormous, like a Subway sandwich with prawn mayonnaise and a pint of Guinness, and a packet of Marlboro Lights. It was brilliant. I'm amazed that I've made it this far, I must be honest. Right, let's see what else is going on. Gary! You've been on the wagon for a week, quite, so I'm feeling sharp. Well done, you. I bet you're feeling fantastic. And you're going to be able to learn how to play all those Nick Drake chords now, won't you? It's still just mind-boggling what goes on there. So, Gary, is there a reason why you're on the wagon? You have to share. Is it just that you've decided to see if you can, or are you saving up for something, for a big boys' weekend or something? Quite soon I'm going on a girls' weekend to France. I'm quite excited about that. We have a very rude name for our collective, which I'm not going to repeat here just in case it offends someone. But if anyone really wants to know, message me and I'll tell you. And yes, that will not be alcohol free, I can tell you that much. So I really should just get into training, make sure that my liver is, feeling solid. Remember lyrics. I just like to stop occasionally. Hang on. Remember lyrics is probably something else, isn't it? Is that one half of something? I've now lost the thread. Brendan, I've been on the wagon for 23 years and I'm still convinced I feel the effects. I bet you do. It's evil, really, isn't it? It's toxic stuff. Should be Guinness and oysters. When? Well, oysters. I had a bad oyster in London when I was 21-ish. Oh my God, never again. It was a wonderful party. The Irish uncle of my then boyfriend was opening a new bar or club or something in Camden, and we went to a party, and there were just oysters everywhere laid out on the side, and I loved them, and I must have eaten like 15 or something, and then I just saw one sitting there, and I was a glutton, and I grabbed it, and obviously somebody had left it for good reason. Oh my God. I just can't. I've tried to eat them since, and my body just remembers. It's like, oh no, this is bad. So sadly, not for me. But I'll have the Guinness. That'd be great. Not drinking to help me remember lyrics. Got it. Sorry, that sounds like I'm drunk, but I don't understand. Right, we've got 2 minutes to go, guys. So I think I might wind it down now and introduce my video. I'm very proud to tell you that this is the first new song of my own composition that I've released in 10 years, and I really hope that you enjoy seeing this pub in context in this song. Just click on it at 9:15. Hopefully it's going to land. It'll open it up its glories for you, and I hope you enjoy. Send me feedback. I'm sending you kisses. Thank you everyone for being here, and I will see you anon. Take care and lots of love. Bye.